Hello, I'm Matthew Lee. Um, my family immigrant from China to Canada since 2014. I'm still pretty fresh to this society. I was born in Beijing, and then the place where I lived in my childhood um, nowadays called Hutong. It's a very different system versus the Canadian community. Um, at that time, it's about 50 years ago. School, for me, the experience was, I would say, half enjoyment, half painful. The first class I learned is to draw the flag of that nation. That's very interesting. But the painful part, like I finished my homework, I went to bed at about 11 or even past the midnight. Put it in a very simple way to say is we we have a very clear experience about the education, the system, and then it makes us to think about if it is fit for our kid. The reason why we select Canada because we did some research for the destinations of the immigration, and then there are a lot of um, other peoples to say which country is better and then which part is better to immigrate. So we finally decide Canada is one, the best choice for us. Immigration is not the easy thing to make decisions, and then the follow up actions are also difficult. One of the challenges is about the language. Um, in the past, English is not the something we must to learn to speak every day. But when we move to Canada, language English it becomes a must thing for us to learn, to practice, and to use every day. I heard the lifelong learner from my language teacher here in Canada. There is an old saying in China. It's called "活到老，学到老," which means every time, every year or every day, you have something to learn, and then to keep yourself more knowledgeable, and then to get to be familiar with new stuff. For example, English language, I learned it from school. I learned from job on job trainings, things like that, and then it gives me a chance, gives me the very good opportunity to find a good job in Canada. From 2 years ago, I made a decision like every year I need to learn something, at least one thing I wanted in the past, but I never do that before. So from 2 years ago, I step into some very interesting things like Muay Thai, like swimming, like skating. So I can skate now because I came to Canada, and I think skate is probably a basic skills I need to take to stay here, to make friends or whatever, to have a short conversation with friends, things like those. I feel like lifelong learner is not about the education or learning from school. It's about the learn from the society, from your own goals. Learning is not that simple, and that is not only from the school system. The whole world, the society is changing very quickly, and then new topics, new things emerging very much. But today, from last year, end of last year, every university professors who involved into the self-driving car research, they started to talk about how to leverage artificial intelligence technology, the skills into the research. But today, it is still, it's still evolving. When this kind of stuff emerge, I think it requires the learning to keep yourself still valuable in this field, in this area. Um, so I guess as a summarize, I guess you can't stop to learn.